Hi, my name's Scott McNaughton and I'm a photographer in Melbourne and I'm a freelance photographer for the Age newspaper. I'm also a lecturer at Photography Studies College and I'm a PSC graduate. Working in the media at the moment is terribly important in relation to informing the community about what's happening with relation to COVID-19 and how it's affecting the community. Recently, I've had some pretty interesting photo shoots for the Age where I've had to go out and be a part of certain aspects of how COVID-19 is affecting people. One of the most recent shoots I did was going out to the CSIRO research facility and manufacturing facility out in Clayton, where I got to meet the research team that are at the current state of developing a anti-vaccine for coronavirus. That was an interesting photo shoot to do because I was in a contained environment where I had to fully kit up with equipment to obviously protect me against everything that was in the room. Shooting in that situation is quite hard because the mouthpiece is fogging up and it's a pretty active laboratory. So moving equipment around was quite constraining. And I had to photograph two of the research people in there. So got some great shots, but they're doing some really important work. And for me, being there to photograph that and in taking those pictures to put them in the paper was pretty important to let people know that there are people working at the moment to try and find a cure or a vaccine for this terrible disease which is out there. I truly am looking forward to the time when we can get back into the city and get back into everyday life and start to document life, which is what photojournalism and street photography is all about. It's about documenting life. So in essence, the fact that the city is devoid of people at the moment, that kind of is the story of the moment. So I guess it's up to us as photographers to document that so that when people ask what it's like or what it was like during this time, we have a large collection of images that sort of portray that. You can still go out and photograph a lot of really interesting aspects of life, but it's just going to be within your own confines. Every morning I get out and go for a run or a walk through my neighborhood and still seeing some amazing things and still trying to be as visually as aware as I possibly can. If anything, being in lockdown has opened that up a little bit more. You're sort of noticing a lot more because you are spending more time at home and you're not getting a chance to head out. So my advice to students is to look inward, to look more into their own immediate surrounds to find things to photograph. In the short term, it'd be a good opportunity to practice some of those photographic techniques in-house. And then hopefully when we are allowed to get back to a normal society, we can start to apply those into the bigger scope of our photographic interests as well. Another aspect of how photography has been really good in dealing with this sense of isolation that people are feeling is that I'm encouraging my students to kind of use photography as a tool to get along with dealing with this sense of isolation by turning the camera on their own world and capturing and documenting what's happening in their own backyard. PSC, the college, is organising a virtual gallery to document COVID for the future. And we are reaching out to our PSC community to submit and share their images with us and to use the hashtag PSC COVID.